The year is 2020, and the world is more futuristic and bright than we've ever imagined. We live in a world that will make even the biggest sci-fi nerds think this is just too sci-fi. Okay, really that is not the case. The world is on fire right now, and it looks more like something from the game Cyberpunk 2020, rather than the bright and beautiful visions of the future we have seen so far. But despite all of that, the future may have just arrived, because the rollout of Microsoft's Project xCloud has recently finally started, allowing you to stream amazing games with really up-to-date graphics on even something like your phone. And with the recent release of xCloud streaming to Android devices, I decided to give it a go and see if it was worth all the fuss. So let's get started, shall we? So if you don't know, as part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, Microsoft has created what they call a xCloud, a way to stream games right to any supporting device. And you can play games that would never ever be otherwise playable on a device as weak as a phone. And the way it works is that essentially this phone isn't doing anything apart from just receiving the data via the internet. All the computing is done on a server elsewhere, and the game is stored elsewhere as well, and then it is simply just streamed over to your phone. So if you're someone who has a basic understanding of how the internet works, you may already see quite a few problems, mainly lag and latency issues, seeing how you need to say what you want your character or whatever to do, then that data needs to go to a data center somewhere, then it gets processed on that hardware, and then it all gets sent back to you. So how good of a solution can this be? Well, let's give it a try. Now, like I said, hardware doesn't matter, but in case you're wondering, the phone I'll be using for this is a Samsung Galaxy A70. And sorry Apple users, but right now it is not available for Apple devices, and because of, hostilities between the two companies, it doesn't look like that's gonna be a feature for quite a while. So yeah, if you're someone who uses an Apple device and you wanted to play your favorite Xbox games, so yeah, get ready to get gloated at, starting with me. Haha, you loser. So let's just run a quick test over here and see what kind of speed we're even dealing with. And so far it's looking, well, pretty good. Around 240 megabits per second max there. We've decreased a bit right now, but hey, that's still a pretty good speed. And seeing how the router is literally on a different floor to my office, and seeing how there's no, Wi-Fi extends or anything, that's still a pretty good final score. So let's just fire up the Xbox Game Pass app and see exactly what this experience will be even like. I honestly haven't even tried it yet, because I want, experience it live here first. So let's try, should just go for something like really demanding right off the bat, like sure, Forza Horizon 4, let's play it. So if you're not unfamiliar with the whole ecosystem of Microsoft, you basically get this with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is their subscription service where you pay something like, what is it, like $14 a month, and with that you get Xbox Game Pass, so a lot of games on your PC, on your Xbox Game Pass for PC, where you get a whole bunch of games for your PC, Xbox Live, and also now xCloud. Oh, and EA Play as well, that was added recently. And it's definitely taking quite a while to load. And, ooh, okay. So I can't play it without, it looks like I can't play it without a controller. I kind of wish it had, like, touch controls, because, like, if this is supposed to be, gaming on the go, who's gonna carry an Xbox controller with them? I don't know, let me know down in the comments below if you would honestly carry around an Xbox One controller that means playing games on your phone. That's actually another thing, you kind of need a stand for this thing. Is it gonna rest? I need it to rest. What do I have? Wait, give me a second. What am I doing? Okay. What am I doing? I haven't played Forza in a long time. I played like one race and I got bored of it. I'm sorry, I prefer Need for Speed games. I mean, honestly, that looks... Ooh, how do I turn? How do I brake, I mean? What is this? Is this a drift? Is this a drift race, like a freestyle thing? I mean, graphics-wise, it looks amazing. You can definitely tell that is being streamed. It has that blockiness that comes with streaming. That so you can definitely tell it's streamed, but like apart from that, so it is blocky, but like the quality itself is definitely like, definitely a console grade at least. But so far, why are you... But so far, look at this. Wait, are those ever players? So cool. This is like... I mean... I honestly, if you just show me footage of this, I would not be able to tell that it's being streamed to a phone. This is looking real good. It's looking really, really good indeed. This is actually, I may not sound like it, but this is actually so exciting because look at this. I'm playing a game with, you know, Xbox One, where like current gen graphics. On a phone, on a Galaxy A70. While in reality, if you told this phone to render even a few frames of this game, it'll just tell you to die in a hole because it's not taking that kind of abuse. I'm definitely not doing well. I'm 12 though. Ow. Yeah, that isn't helping. Playing on such a small screen isn't helping, and as you can see, it's not utilizing the whole screen. Yeah, that's literally my only complaint so far. I don't understand why it's like not, you know, taking up the whole screen, so I actually have some more real estate, because that's one of the main problems of playing on any mobile device. You just don't have too much real estate, even compared to a laptop. The real estate is so insanely limited that you can barely see what you're doing, and it results in you being 12 and almost being lapped by the people. I can literally see them on the meme map. They're literally behind me. No, please, I don't want to be lapped in my... I don't even know what car this is. Ow. But this is actually, you know, really impressive so far. And clearly, you don't even need that good of an internet connection to play. You don't need a gigabit anything. But here's the main question and kind of the main issue. But let me just find a... There we go. Look at how I'm at a turn. Did you see that delay between me pressing down on the trigger and the car actually starting to turn on that corner? And look, and now... The time it took for the car to start driving left there was, yeah. I'm someone who usually doesn't notice a latency and like input delay, but here it is definitely, it's so noticeable, it's insane. So again, if I just go right, yeah, there was a very, very noticeable amount of time that passed before the car actually started going right there. And I think this race is just, I think it's just done for. I've been lapped. Okay, here's a game I really, really like, Subnautica. Let's give it a go, shall we? And also I feel like in this game we'll be able to really nicely tell exactly the difference in, and also I feel like we could be able to check the exact input delay really well in this game. So let's give it a go. I also just really love this game. It's such a good game. If you haven't played Subnautica, do play it. It is really, really good. So there it is, that's the intro sequence done. I'm actually gonna, so yeah, and again, that intro sequence looked like, you know, pretty decent, and again, something that this phone would not be able to normally handle. However, it definitely did look streamed, and there were some hiccups in the frame rate. In fact, here you have it. I'm gonna show you exactly how that intro looks like on PC, so you can see the difference we'll be getting.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
And as you can see, it does look good, but there is that slight lack of quality and that blockiness that usually comes when you just stream any kind of content. And this does not look bad at all. This looks exactly like, well, I mean, apart from, you know, the lower resolution. And here, we can really tell, look at that. Look at that delay. It is very noticeable. Let's go into the water, shall we? It's not a deal breaker, mind you. This is still very playable, but like, I don't know. With a game like this, I don't even think I would want to play it on a phone, because it's one of those games that's like, you know, so, you know, mesmerizing, and like it's filled with so much to so much to like see and experience that I don't think playing on such small screens would really make it a favor. And that can be said for most games. Like I just prefer to game like if I have to play a game, I just prefer to be as immersed as possible. I want to play them in 4K 60 Hz on like a 28-inch monitor, which I have. I don't want to play them on this tiny thing because like it's just it's less enjoyable seeing how less of an immersive experience it is. So yeah, but like for like long journeys, I would probably like find some kind of game I could enjoy, I guess. I'm still finding it very hard to get used to these controls because I haven't played this game in how do I open my inventory? So yeah, Microsoft really kept the promises when it comes to this. You can actually play games, console and PC games, on a phone with little compromise. Now granted, it's not as, you know, enjoyable as playing on a TV or a monitor with a mouse and keyboard, but overall it is still a great experience when you want to, you know, game on the go. And honestly, maybe it is the small screen size, but the whole streaming aspect, the fact that it's all blocky, at times I really didn't notice it. But again, it may just be that the screen is so small that I can barely even see what I'm doing in any game I've tried on this thing. So that is definitely a downside, and I still think it's just too uncomfortable to play on such a device. But hey, if you really want to play on the go, then this is for you. And also, it's definitely going to depend on your internet connections. And so if you have a bad internet connection, or, you know, or you're trying to stream from data, then you're definitely going to have a bad time. Especially seeing how, you know, data-wise, yeah, this consumes quite a lot of data, so I definitely wouldn't do that. But hey, if you do have a lot of data spare, and you say you have a 5G phone, then this is like a perfect combination. In fact, this is like the perfect time for this kind of service, now that 5G is becoming a thing, and having a good internet connection not via Wi-Fi on a mobile device is actually, you know, really feasible. So if you've tried it yourself, definitely let me know if you liked it, if you disliked it. I'm honestly so excited for this. This is really, really cool. And I just enjoyed it more for the concept rather than experience. But as a tech geek, I'm just so excited to see that you can play such good looking games from PCs and consoles on your phone, all thanks to the power of the almighty internet. And even if the experience itself is just kind of, you know, uncomfortable. And hey, if you're planning to buy literally anything to help you with your mobile gaming experience in a whole new refined way, then maybe check out our Amazon links down in the video description below. I'm probably gonna link into some Samsung phone or something, but yeah, you can buy literally anything on there and we get some of the money, so it's definitely a win-win, especially since you don't pay anything extra. Down there you can find a link to my Patreon if you want to help support the channel that way, as even $1 a month goes a long way in helping out my channel. And also I'd like to take this opportunity to find my Patreon LKB for support on the channel. Thank you ever so much. Down there you also find a link to my Discord if you want to talk to me about this or whatever else really. And I guess that's really it, so I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone, goodbye.